What's up, everybody? It's your boy AlexisMaurice, and it is time for a new episode of The Wine Up. Yes, I know. I've been gone for a minute, but bitch, now I'm back, okay? And we got a lot to discuss because there's a lot of buffoonery going on out in these streets. Go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine. Tonight, we are drinking on some Woodbridge Pinot Noir. Now, I've been drinking already, okay? So don't judge me. Ladies, put on some lipstick, fellas. Lip chap, lip balm. If you put grease, Crisco oil, whatever the hell you put on your lips, put it on. Pull up a chair. Pull on up. Pour your glass of wine, bitch, because we got a lot to discuss. Now, while I'm taking my first sip, what I need you guys to do is to go ahead and like this video on YouTube. Make sure that you share it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all of that good stuff, because bitch, I'm trying to blow up, okay? And I can't do it without y'all asses, okay? Also, make sure that you comment. Let me know what you're thinking. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, I want to hear it all. I want to hear all of you guys' opinion, okay? Ooh, shit, this is good. So the first order of business is Mr. Bill Cosby. Child, Bill Cosby, 80-year-old ass, is about to go to jail. After all these years, after all of these different allegations, child, they done got Bill Cosby. His ass is about to go to jail. Do you hear me? This 80-year-old man is about to go to jail after I can't even say allegedly anymore because he's been found guilty of raping all of these particular women. Heathcliff, Huxtable, Little Bill, Fat Albert, all of those characters that he's played over the years all comes down to this guilty verdict. So Bill Cosby has been found guilty on 3 counts of aggravated assault for drugging and raping these women. Now, you guys know that about 1,675,434.7 women have come forward basically saying that Bill Cosby has a history of drugging women and then raping them. Now, Mr. Cosby faces up to 30 years in prison. That's 10 years for each count that he was found guilty of. Now, the judge has not set an actual date of when his sentencing will be, but in the meantime, they've actually, labeled him as a flight risk, and they've asked Bill Cosby to remain in state. My question to the judge and to the prosecutor, whoever, where the hell is this 80-year-old man gonna go? Okay? His ass need to have an escort everywhere he goes. He's hanging on to somebody with that cane, pretending like he's blind. We all know, Bill Cosby, you is not blind, sir. There is nothing wrong with your eyesight. Here's how I feel about the situation. And I know you got it my beliefs or how I feel may not be popular, but guess what? This is my damn show, and I can say whatever the hell that I want to say. Now, do I think Bill Cosby is guilty? Now, I do think there's some suspicious activity going on with this man always wanting to give these women drugs to sleep with them. And he's actually admitted it in one of the old cases, that they cracked the files for. But a part of me, and please understand, I am not victim blaming here. I'm not placing any blame on anyone. All I'm saying is this. I personally feel that these women knew exactly what was going to happen when they went up to Bill Cosby's room, hotel room, his office, or whatever the case may be. All of these women are claiming that Bill Cosby wanted to mentor them and he wanted to teach them about improvisation and all of that BS. Bitch, bye. Bitch, bye. Bitch, bye. I think it's really crazy that all 1.6 million of these women who claim Bill Cosby drugged them, all of them, for the most part, decided that they wasn't going to tell anybody anything because they was embarrassed. I don't know what kind of world y'all living in, but I know most black women, if somebody is trying to rape them or try to have their will and they don't want to do it, bitch, they going to clock you upside your damn head. They going to pick up something, they going to scream, they going to call Bookie and Ray Ray and all of their cousins. They going to call their asses to come over there and knock Bill Cosby ass out. All of a sudden, all of these white women don't have any courage to stand up against this particular man. Now, again, I'm not making fun of anybody who is a victim of sexual assault, because at the end of the day, sexual assault is real. But my problem is, why now have all of these women decided to come forward? I just hate that this man's legacy is going down the drain, because at the end of the day, in the beginning of the morning, we don't have a lot of people out there that we can look up to, that we can aspire to, or someone who's actually motivated us to do something. And I think Bill Cosby has done a lot of that. Granted, he ain't ain't the perfect person. You know, he's ridiculed black men for wearing, you know, the pants, sagging their pants and all kind of shit like that. But I agree, pull up your damn pants. Nobody want to see your ass unless it's fat. But do I think he's guilty? I don't know. I can't say if Bill Cosby is guilty, but all I'm saying is these women, in my mind, in my opinion, and just from my experiences, whether it's black people or white people, these women knew what the hell was up. And I don't know if because things didn't go their way or they realized that their ass just wasn't talented and they went on to pursue other things, because a lot of them went on to do other things outside of being in the entertainment industry. But maybe your ass couldn't sing. Maybe you couldn't act. Maybe your improv skills wasn't good. Maybe you weren't that funny. And so shit didn't work out. So all of these years you've been carrying all of this resentment towards this man because you gave up the pussy? Bitch, bye. And it's crazy because you got Donald Trump, President of the United States, who has been, you know, it's been proven that he has groped women. He's admitted it out of his mouth that he's made, you know, sexual explicit comment to women. You got Matt Lauer, you got Harvey Weinstein, you got Charlie Rose, Kevin Spacey. This boy came out and basically said that Kevin Spacey drugged him and raped him in his apartment. But for whatever reason, this black man is the face of the Me Too movement. I don't get it. I just feel that this was somewhat of a witch hunt to destroy the legacy of this black man. Do I think Bill Cosby should go to jail? Bitch, this man is 80 years old. He's not going to be able to survive in jail. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think he should go to jail? Do y'all really think Mr. Bill Cosby really just raped all of these damn women? We have to be really careful with this Me Too, raising my hand, Me Too shit. Because it could really ruin people's lives. For example, Russell Simmons. Now, he was in the news this past week because the lady who accused him of sexually assaulting her not once, but twice. Now, he did it back in 2011, but you decided that you still was going to try to work with him. Out of all the people in Hollywood that you can work with to try to get to fund your actual documentary, you going to go back to him and for him to rape you again in 2016? Bitch, bye. That shit didn't even smell right when I first heard it. But she has actually dropped her $5 million lawsuit against Russell Simmons. That's what I'm saying. You have to be really careful about making accusations against people, especially black men. We have a history. Look at our country's history where white women have often accused black men of rape or whatever. And these black men during segregation, they were, you know, they were hung, they were tortured, they were killed. All of these things happened to them because some white women lied and said that a black man raped them and that he looked at me. So this isn't too far-fetched for black people to think that, you know, this was some type of conspiracy theory or this was some type of conspiracy against Mr. Cosby. Now, what I also encourage all of you guys to do is separate the art from the man. Bill Cosby is a man, human just like the rest of us. Heathcliff Huxtable was a character. I think it sucks that, you know, these networks are pulling Cosby Show, which not only impacts him, but it impacts all of the other actors who were on the show as well, too. Harvey Weinstein's movies aren't being pulled from Netflix or Hulu or your on-demand. Moral of the story is, be careful when you are making accusations against people, especially if they're not true. But there are some vindictive people. I'm not just saying women, but there are some vindictive people in this world, men and women included, who make up shit about people or whatever the case, or make up stories just to get back at them. Tell me I'm lying, y'all. I know these people. I can name about 12 of them right now. People who just make up shit about an ex just because they're mad because he don't want to hit it no more, or mad because she don't want to hit it no more. Talking sexually transmitted diseases, all kinds of stuff. Speaking of sexually transmitted diseases, so Bill Cosby is found guilty, but meanwhile, back at the ranch, R. Kelly ass, who's known for pissing on people, proven to be pissing on people, bitch, there's video showing it, his ass is still out, purposely infecting people with STDs. What the hell does R. Kelly got going on over there? Now, here's what happened. This is a story that broke as well, too, where R. Kelly's publicist, assistant, and lawyer all quit. Now, after years of all of these The video coming out, finally they decided that enough was enough, and we're gonna leave you, Mr. Kelly. We're gonna leave you alone. But all three of his people have quit after new allegations have come up saying that he trains, or he's trained a 14-year-old girl, or trains women on how to be his sex pet or sex slave. Now let's stop and think about this for a minute. R. Kelly is training me to be his sex slave. Would I do it? There's some women dumb enough in this world to actually do it. Just like there's some women dumb enough in this world to go fool up with Bill Cosby and. But what R. Kelly's sick ass is doing? He calls himself the Pied Piper. He gets all people's children. Do y'all know what the Pied Piper is? The context of the story was the Pied Piper. This is like 1600. He had a magical flute. Magical flute that the people of the town hired him to play his flute to get all of the rats out of the damn town, to get all of the rodents out of the city, okay? He got all the rats and the roaches out of the damn city or whatever, but they didn't want to pay him his money. So guess what the Pied Piper did? He said, that's all right, I'm gonna fix y'all. He played his flute and lured all of the children out of the town, and he took them down the road, and he probably raped and slaughtered and killed their asses. And in R. Kelly's case, his flute is his damn dick. He pulled him out and he slapped holes with his damn dick. That's what R. Kelly's problem is. He's a nasty son of a bitch, and he needs to be stopped. But after all of these years, after seeing this man piss on an underage child, his publicist, lawyer, and assistant finally said, enough is enough. We're not working for you anymore, Mr. Kelly. We can't take it. And all of this is because of new allegations that have come out, basically saying that R. Kelly trains young girls, 12, 13, 14, hell, probably 9 years old, his nasty ass, to be his sex slaves. R. Kelly allegedly, intentionally, knowingly, purposely infected these people with STDs. Now, we don't know what his STDs is. By the way, do y'all think Bill Cosby played R. Kelly's music when he was drugging these women, allegedly raping these women? Bitch, I can't say allegedly anymore because he's been found guilty. But y'all think R. Kelly was his go-to music? Like, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I wondered if Bill, was that his musical choice? But he purposely, allegedly infected people with STDs. Whether it was gonorrhea, the clap, HIV. We don't know what R. Kelly nasty ass got, but allegedly he purposely infects people with these STDs as a part of their what? Their training? I'll be damned if I'm gonna be somebody's sex slave and they gonna purposely infect me with some type of STD. Bitch, I'm not gonna be your sex slave forever. Okay, if it's gonna stop paying the bills, I got to move on to the next thing. The damn Pied Piper. He self-proclaimed. We didn't call him the Pied Piper, and some of y'all still want to go see his shows. I'm so glad that his team finally bought a damn clue and they decided to quit or whatever. R. Kelly, be careful, man, because somebody's daddy is going to take your ass out. One of these days, you are going to mess with the wrong man's daughter, and the wrong man's daughter is going to shoot your wrong man ass. This story is going to continue to develop because, like I said, I find it interesting that all of a sudden, after all of the accusations, his team, or 3 members of his team, decided to quit now. I have a strong feeling that something else is going to pop off with R. Kelly. For all of them to quit at the same time, there has to be something unforgivable, something that they think is terrible, something, that they would have never thought that Mr. Kelly would do, which is causing them to quit. You mark my words. Something else is going to be coming out very, 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 very soon. Something that money won't be able to cover up. And whatever it is, I hope that the same energy that these people went after Mr. Bill Cosby, y'all better go after Mr. R. Kelly, because he has the same similar reputation and some egregious crimes that y'all need to lock his ass up for. The thing with Bill Cosby, I would say, is Bill Cosby messed with grown women. R. Kelly has a history of messing with little children, young, impressionable teenagers. I don't get that shit. I don't get anybody who can mess with a child. Like, girl, I can't even deal with it. Y'all, men, that's why it's important for y'all to be in your children's lives. You hear me? Stay in your daughter's lives. Not only your daughters, but your sons too. But teach them the type of behavior to accept and the type of behavior to not accept and to not tolerate. Guys, we gotta start having honest conversations, and we have to start keeping it real about this type of stuff. I guess what frustrates me the most about this situation with R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Russell Simmons, all of these people, is no one is willing to speak the truth about this situation. Now tell me I'm lying, folks. People go with the intentions knowing that they are going to go sleep with someone to get ahead in the industry. It happens all of the time. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, people fuck to get ahead. People fuck to get their rent paid. People fuck to get an interview. People fuck to get their cell phone bill paid. People fuck to get pocketbooks. Tell me I'm damn lying, y'all. Tell me I'm lying. People do this. So, but when things don't go their way, what frustrates me the most is that we want to try to claim rape. People want to play victim and stuff. You ruin people's lives making up stuff. You didn't get raped. You willingly took that drug. You willingly gave up the pussy to get the new handbag. Call a thing a thing. And people might get mad at me for saying this, but the truth is the truth. Like I was talking about the whole Bill Cosby thing on my social media. One of my former employees, made a comment, that I'm a monster, that the comments that we were making were insensitive, and it's because of those comments, that's why women don't come forward when it comes to these sexual assault allegations. I don't know what kind of bitches y'all roll with, but the type of bitches that I roll with, the type of women that I roll with, if anybody was rolling up on them or whatever, if they got the inkling that, I'm feeling a little woozy after a little drink or something, bitch, let me call Pookie, okay? Let me call Ray Ray. Let me call June Bud. Let me call my cousins, because, bitch, I don't know what you gave me in this drink, but what you think is about to go down is not about to go down. Let me call my cousins. Let me call all my cousins and them to come in here, because they're going to whoop your ass. You think you about to roll up through this? Bitch, you ain't about to roll up through anything. That's the type of women that I know. Ain't nobody gonna sit by and just let somebody rape you. All of a sudden, you just so weak, and you pass out. One of the girls claimed that she was asleep for 2 days. Who in the hell sleeps for 2 damn days? 2 days, and you woke up, you was home. Bitch, bye. Y'all may buy this bullshit, but I'm not buying it, or whatever. Again, I ain't saying that Mr. Cosby is 100% innocent, but if he was rolling with some real bitches, or whatever, ain't nobody gonna wait 25, 30 years to say something about somebody raping him. I just can't see 1.6 something million women, all of a sudden, all of them was just too afraid to say something. Bitch, please, get out of here. But another person who made headlines this week is Meek Mill. Meek Mill is finally out of jail. After days, weeks, and months of being locked up or violating his parole, he's finally been released. Now, there have been people who've been saying free Meek Mill for weeks. They feel that the punishment doesn't match the crime. Here, just to give a little backstory, Meek Mill was, arrested and charged for something, I think, when he was 18 or 19 years old. And he's still been on probation all of these years for the same thing or whatever that he was, locked up for. Now, since then, the cop who originally was over the case and who arrested Meek Mill and all that good stuff has now been proven to be a crooked cop or whatever, and there was a lot of cases that cop was involved in that's been thrown out. So Meek Mill's judge and team is looking to actually do the same thing to get that original charge thrown out. Getting that original charge thrown out, everything he's been on parole for or whatever, or this violation and when he violates parole will be thrown out as well. Here's what I think. So Meek Mill got out of jail, and the first thing that he decided to do, he went to a basketball game. Now me, the minute that I get out of jail, if I was in jail for something, I'm going straight to 3832 in Columbia, South Carolina. And I want to see my mama. I want to see my siblings. I want to see my nieces and my nephews. I want to see my family, my best friends, I want to see all of them. I'm not going to no damn basketball game. Now, that's just me. You know, Meek Mill got out of jail. He got a private helicopter ride to the game, child, or whatever. He got the ring, the Liberty Bell, or whatever. He got to sit courtside with the owner of the Philly, 76ers, or whatever the name of the damn basketball team is. They in the playoff. I mean, he just living it up. If I get out of jail, I want some Cornish hens, some macaroni and cheese, some giblet gravy, some dressing, some potato. Bitch, I want to eat. Okay, I want to go to my mama's house. I want her to cook for me. I want to eat, and I want to see all my family and friends. God, if I had a child, I'm definitely going to want to go talk to my child first so we can talk through what the hell just happened to Daddy for the past couple of months. No, Meek goes to the damn basketball game. I don't think that was the smartest thing for him to do. But, you know, he's not out of the woods just yet. You know, he still has to go back to court. And there's a possibility that Meek could be locked back up again, you know, for, you know, the whole situation of violating his parole. We'll see what happens with this situation. But honey, Judge Jenice, which is his judge over the case, she refuses to recuse herself from the case. People are calling for her to do this because they feel that she's too involved. She has a history with Meek or whatever. She has a history of wanting to be in the entertainment business. From my understanding, she's worked with Meek through the years with different cases or whatever. Putting myself in Judge Jenice's shoes, I could possibly see where she's coming from. Like, I've helped you out time and time again. And whether you intentionally, you know, try to get locked up or not or whatever, you've continued to place yourself in situations and put yourself around people who mean you no good, who don't have your best interest in heart. I've looked out for you and you've continued to slap me in the face over and over again. So guess what, bitch? I'm going to throw the book at you. Boom. Throw the book. Throw the book at me. And that's what she did. It just kind of reminds me sometimes of people who you give chance after chance after chance after chance, and they continue to fuck you over. After a period of time, you're going to say, fuck you, or whatever, and you're going to finally be done with it. Wash your hands. Just like a person who's in an abusive relationship, whether man or woman, your friends can come break your ass out of that relationship. You can come beat the perpetrator's ass, but until a lot of times the person ends up going, your friend goes right back into the abusive relationship until they are ready to change or to remove themselves from the situation. There's nothing you can actually do. So just putting myself in the judge's shoes, playing devil's advocate here, people, I could possibly see why she's a little upset. You don't take heed to my warnings. So let me teach your ass a lesson. So Judge Jenice says, I'm not recusing myself from this case. I'm going to see this case to the very end. So we're going to see what happens because Meek Mill and his team refuses to back down, and Judge Jenice refuses to back down as well too. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Wind Up. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you thumbs up, like this video, share it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all of that good stuff. Like I told you guys before, I'm trying to blow up. I can't do this shit without y'all. Still so much more to talk about, so I will see you guys next episode. Bye.